Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This segment will introduce to you the topic on Maqasid Al-Shariah. Maqasid Al-Shariah comprised of two terms. The first, Maqasid, is the plural of Maqsud, of which the latter means purpose. Shariah literally means the road to the watering place, the straight path to be followed, which denotes the Islamic law. Hence, it is literally defined as the intent of the higher objective or purpose of the Islamic law, of which is to educate individual in becoming a trustworthy agent, carrier of the value of Sharia, in order to acquire the virtues of taqwa and become agent of benefits to society. Eventually, this will create a more just society and to promote mutual benevolence. According to Auda, he indicated that Al-Qayyim interpreted Sharia as follows. Sharia is about wisdom and achieving people's welfare in this life and the afterlife. Sharia is all about justice, mercy, wisdom, and good. Thus, any ruling that replaces justice with injustice, mercy with its opposite, common good with mischief, or wisdom with nonsense, is a ruling that does not belong to the Sharia, even if it is claimed to be so according to some interpretations. Maqasid Al-Shariah encompasses the whole spectrum of ibadah, be it specific, acts of worship, and in worldly transaction, mu'amala. Umar ibn al-Khattab made a distinction between acts of worship and worldly transactions. Examples are as follows. Bukhari narrates that Umar was asked, "Why do we still jog around the Kaaba with our shoulders uncovered even after Islam had prevailed in Mecca?" Umar answered, "We do not cease doing anything we used to do during the time of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ." Umar's decision to include horses in the types of wealth included in the obligatory charity of zakah, despite the Prophet's clear instruction to exclude them. This is because Umar's rationale was that horses at his time were becoming significantly more valuable than camels. Umar had understood that the purpose of zakah in terms of a form of social assistance that is paid by the wealthy for the sake of the poor regardless of the exact types of wealth that were mentioned in the prophetic tradition, as he understood via its literal implication. Hence, Umar's distinction was later endorsed by all schools of Usul al-Fiqh. Imam al-Shatibi expressed this distinction as follows. Literal compliance is the default methodology in the area of worship, while the consideration of purpose is the default methodology in the area of worldly dealings. Literal compliance in worship means that there should never be innovation in the act of worship. Examples are as follows. Prayer. There are 5 obligatory prayers in a day and it's compulsory for Muslims to perform these prayers. Fasting in the month of Ramadan. This obligatory fasting should be performed in the month of Ramadan and not in any other month. Performing Hajj. The attire when performing Hajj is the same as during the Prophet's time. Now, this is consideration of purpose in mu'amalah. The examples are as follows. Al-Qardawi in his detailed study wrote that zakat is due on every growing wealth. In our contemporary setting, examples would be zakat on our earnings or incomes and zakat on knowledge through the free distribution of books from the respective author. Waqaf, the ever-changing form of waqaf. An example is the latest cash waqaf or corporate waqaf.
Sebenarnya banyak isu-isu ijtihadi yang berkaitan dengan wakaf. Sebab wakaf tu sendiri pun ijtihadi. Wakaf ni adalah suatu mekanisme yang terdedah kepada pelbagai ijtihad. Wakaf tu sendiri. Apatah lagi isu-isu yang berada di sekitar wakaf. Keseluruhannya adalah isu ijtihadi. Sebagai contoh, wakaf tunai. Wakaf tunai ni adalah satu yang baru. Dan wakaf tunai sendiri ni pun ada besar argument dia, perbezaan pandangan ulama sesama ulama berkenaan dengan wakaf tunai itu sendiri. Sebab wakaf tunai kita bukannya emas perak, wang tunai kita. Wang tunai kita wang kertas, legal cuma ada legal force kat situ, wang fiat lah tu kan. Ini pun isu-isu ijtihadi. Selain daripada tu, contoh macam wakaf sukuk hari ni, wakaf korporat, wakaf saham, wakaf wang syubhah, wang yang syubhah, boleh tak diwakafkan? Dia nak kata haram tak, nak kata halal pun tak, dia wakaf syubhah. Ini isu-isu yang ijtihadi. Dan yang paling kerap sekarang dibincangkan yang tentang ijtihadi dan telah pun diletakkan di bawah kuasa jawatankuasa fatwa negeri masing-masing ialah isu istibdal. Bagaimana menukar ganti harta wakaf. Sebab harta wakaf ni patutnya tak boleh ditukar ganti. Tapi banyak keperluan sekarang yang memerlukan kepada istibdal. Ini juga ada isu-isu ijtihadi. Sebagai contoh, tanah yang bernilai tinggi di bandar yang diwakafkan sebagai tanah kubur. Ini satu yang amat merugikan sebenarnya. Sedangkan di keliling tanah kuburan tu dah bangun pelbagai bangunan pencakar langit. Ini satu yang merugikan dan perlu ada istibdal di situ untuk membangunkan tanah wakaf tersebut. Sebagai contoh, menara Bank Islam hari ini di atas tanah wakaf tu. Ini contoh model istibdal yang telah berjaya dirungkaikan. Kalau kita ikut daripada contemporary ataupun yang asalnya, kita panggil yang rigid, agak rigid jumud jadi tanah wakaf tu tak dapat dibangunkan. Ini yang paling banyak isu pada waktu ni lah, selain daripada isu yang saya sebut tadi tentang sukuk, tentang wakaf tunai dan lain-lain.
Maqasid Al-Shariah is essentially to be achieved by blocking the means to mafsadah and opening the means to maslahah. Fiqh al-awlawiyat is essentially the science of prioritization between categories. Examples are: public maslahah should take precedence over individual maslahah. Individual harm mafsadah is permissible if it is to prevent public harm. Hence, this requires ijtihad, which is a due process of deep and critical thinking from qualified Islamic scholars. Maslahah refers to human benefit and interest in both the worldly life and the afterlife. Therefore, generally it is beyond the capacity of human intellect to deduce without guidance from the Sharia. Human intellect may be able to deduce certain masalih. However, these will not be accepted unless they conform to the Sharia. It is also feared that maslahah might be misused to satisfy human desires only. Maqasid Al-Shariah. Now, why is there a need to understand Maqasid Al-Shariah? In understanding the spirit behind the rulings issued by the Islamic scholars or jurists, enable us, average Muslims, to appreciate and acknowledge the differences of opinion, for these rulings were made taking into account the contemporary issues faced and the customary practice. In addition, Jazair Auda advocates that true understanding of this discipline of knowledge acts as a catalyst for better transparency and greater accountability.